Hey, babe, what's for dinner?
Okay, well, come on over and I'll show you. We're coming up on our Good Friday dinner. Of course, Easter's going to be a whole different thing, but we're doing, we found on sale, standing rib roast. And we've done one of these a long time ago. I don't think there's a video for it. But what we're going to do, we're going to season it really good. Then I'm going to sear it outside on the grill. Then I'm going to back the temperature back down on the grill to where it's, we're going to smoke it then for a while. We've got to get that good sear. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put some olive oil on it. And on your, for people doing olive oil as a health thing, don't skimp and buy that cheap stuff at any store in those plastic bottles. They're not what you think it is. It's not 100% olive oil. It's olive oil mixed with other stuff. And if you're drinking it like to help with your cholesterol, your heart, or whatever, you need the real thing. These are some of the ones that we've used. I've been using this one lately, and I'm almost out, so I went ahead and bought this one today, and of course we got this one. You just need to look for do your own research, but usually they've got a seal on them, you know, that you can look for. But anyway, I'm rubbing these down with olive oil, so the seasoning will have something to stick to. And for the seasonings today, of course, we've got some Montreal steak, and this is one I found a couple of weeks ago. I showed one of the other videos. I really, really like this rosemary and garlic. Some pepper, some smoked paprika, and of course I've got some kosher salt in here. And we're just going to get everything coated really good. For one of these, you need to get a good thick coating. And before we started the video, I've got my grill outside coming up to temp. And today I'd found, we'll show you the bag out there if I can think we want to get out there. We're using oak pellets today. Obviously we're not big enough to get paid endorsements yet, but I will tell you I'm getting my pellets at Rural King in Bristol, Virginia at exit 7. It's up there near Sam's and Walmart and Lowe's and everything. They seem to have really good pellets, really affordable prices. And again, I'm not hawking their stuff as a commercial, just passing along what I found. Because these pellets, depending on where you go, and sometimes the quality is not as good, and some of them, the ones I've found there, are outstanding. So, almost looks good enough to eat now, but no, that'd be nasty.
Yes, it would.
And we're keeping this on the tray just to help with the cutting board cleanup a little bit later, instead of having, icky, bloody stuff go everywhere. Keeping a little bit of seasoning in reserve just to add on after we do the searing, just in case, which, I'll use it. I know I will. But it's really good. Okay, these are the pellets we're using today. It's oak, lumberjack brand. Again, my pellet smoker, some people say some of theirs are real tricky. Some of the other brands, more popular brands, this thing has eaten every type of pellet that I can throw at it, and I've tried some expensive ones, some cheap ones, a little bit of everything. But this thing is just amazing. I love this pellet grill. So anyway, we've got it up to temperature. Actually, it's a little high, so I backed it off a little. And I went ahead and got my cast iron skillet in there, and it's just coming up to temperature. And that's where after I sear it, I'm going to transfer the meat to there and then just let her cook until she's done. And after I do the searing, I'm going to back the temperature back to about 350 and let her go until it's done. So anyway, here we go. We'll start with the fat side down and let that go for a couple of minutes. We'll go from there. Okay, we're going to take a peek and see how we're doing. Yep. This is why I brought out the second pair of tongs. Oh yeah, searing up pretty good. Pull that back from sear back to smoke and let some of that flame die down. I'm going to sear that side, back a few minutes. Okay, time for our next turning. And even though I've got it on sear, we've had some juice drip down, and that stuff flares up pretty good. So yeah, okay. Don't get away. Oops. No escape. Now we want to head up on the ends. I'm not going to burn them as long. Get a little bit extra crunchy, crusty side. And Dan likes the end pieces. Because those are the parts that are more done. You're not a medium rare girl, are you, sweetie?
Nope.
Okay. I will tell you, I have had my steaks done and roast done every which way possible. When I was much younger, I always wanted medium rare. And there's stories Dad and I tell occasionally. Some less than happy experiences when it's just too rare even for us. But yeah, as I'm getting older, I want a little more done. I will never eat a steak well done. If I do, somebody please shoot me. You just ruined your meat. So anyway, that's a good sear. I'm gonna put this here, put this over here. And our temperature is coming down pretty good. So I'm gonna lower this down, let that come back up to about 350. And probably in about an hour, I'll check the temperature with the probe and see what we're doing. Did I do that? Okay, the other thing is, while I'm thinking about it, I did the fat side up. Now last week in our other roast video, we did the fat side down because I was cooking it inside. I wanted that layer of protection so the fat would render out on the bottom. But this time, I'm wanting the fat to melt and render through so we keep it juicy and tender inside. So anyway, see y'all in a little bit. It's been an hour, and I came out a few minutes ago, and the temperature got a little too high, so I backed it back down, and I've got my digital thermometer. I take a temperature check right in the middle, and that come up, see what we've got. So that's nowhere clear, close to done in the middle, because it's only been an hour. The thing's popping over here, though. Take a temperature right here on the end. Yeah, it's getting much better there. So the end pieces, like I expected, are coming up good. But, yeah, then we're coming up, we're still we're not even good to rare yet. So, be a little bit longer. Check back a little bit. See ya. Okay, it's 153, kind of right in the middle, right where we want to be. We're more done than normal. Now, most people doing prime rib, they want it really rare. The end does not like hers that way, as I said earlier. So we're cooking it with just a little extra. At this point, I'm going to shut everything down, and we'll put some aluminum foil over this, bring it in and let it rest, and then we'll see about slicing here in a little bit. See you guys. Okay, then you can hear it's still sizzling really good. We just brought it in. Total time after the searing was about about an hour and 45 minutes. Just a hair over. I'm going to go ahead and put some butter on here. So let that melt down in and work its way through while it's resting, because, you know, everything's better with butter. And then we're going to have some, sweet potatoes. Now, this is what we do. You could get regular sweet potatoes or regular potatoes and it's bake them forever. These things are already wrapped. You leave them in the wrapper. It's like 8 minutes in a microwave. They're great. And then we're going to have some steamed broccoli, I think, to go with it. And then we'll just see how it goes. We'll let y'all see it here in a little bit. Thank you. Okay, then got the broccoli and the baked sweet potatoes ready. Hit that, a little bit of brown sugar. And that one, a little bit of brown sugar on this one. That works its way in. So you want a little bit of cinnamon, Okay, now, on the important part. Okay, now what I'm going to do, lift him up this way, do my best to take these bones off. And that beef ribs will be my snack for some time. So now we've got her down to boneless. And let's see which way we want to go. Maybe this way. Okay. You want your thick or thin, sweet? Thinner. Like that. what we got here, what we look like. Okay. Now that is not too pink for you, is it?
No.
I gotta work good. Okay. Just right up here. And I'll get mine. I want just a little bit thicker piece because I'm still me. Now again, you could cook this a little. We had 1 hour and 45 minutes on this. You can cook it less if you want it more rare, or a little bit more if you want it more done. And I'm gonna sprinkle just a little bit for seasoning of that that rub we had earlier, seasoning mix. Just a little bit on mine. Taste. And just a little bit the au jus left. A little bit of extra goodness in there. Yours too. Oops. Now the important part. Let's see what we've got. Well, we'll need a knife on this one. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. Yeah, maybe I don't need a knife. Oh wow, that's really good. If you haven't had, I don't know who's had prime rib or not. It's just a rib eye that you've slow roasted. In our case, we've smoked it. It's not like a steak, and it's not like roast beef. It's just this wonderful thing in between. Okay, Dan, you try. I don't know. Hit the camera for a second. Yeah, of course I got my knife for that. I want you to tell me how it compares to steaks we normally do, and that roast beef we had last week. If it's something in between, something different. What you think? Tender, juicy, not tough. What do you think? Okay. What about the little au jus drippings on there? Okay.
Yeah.
You want to try some of your sweet potato? We added brown sugar, butter, and some cinnamon. I didn't get too much cinnamon on yours. Good stuff. And steamed broccoli. Okay. Alrighty. Well, hope y'all liked the video, and we're getting ready to eat. So, y'all have a great day.